I've just come from the Skoll Forum, which has been called the Davos of doing good things. And the neat thing about the Skoll Forum is you meet social entrepreneurs, people who are actually trying to change the world every day. And having just come from Oxford, what I realized is that the world in which we live is different. It's changed. And the traditional development paradigm has to take that into consideration. And as part of a large multilateral institution, I can't help but be struck by how do we catalyze the energy, the ability, and the talent, the knowledge and learning of these people to support them to change the world, and what's our role. And I think it's fundamentally different than it used to be. We're no longer the provider of solutions, but how can we enable them to solve the problems that they face? One of the things that I think institutions like the World Bank have is, in addition to lending, we have the ability to connect practitioners to practitioners because we have a footprint in a lot of countries. We have access to learning and knowledge and data, and I think the launch of our Open Data Initiative has been shocking to us. Once we opened up our data, a couple of things happened. One is that we realized that our users and our clients were different. Our clients are a handful of countries. Our users are hundreds of thousands of people that want to know information and knowledge about the world. And so within a very short amount of time, our data.worldbank.org page, data catalog, exceeded the traffic of our homepage. And that's when we realized we were onto something. People have taken that information and done things with it that we would have never imagined. So there's examples of people that have taken our agroclimatic data and created an app called Save the Rain, where you can put in any address in the world and it'll tell you exactly how much rain you can expect next year and what crops to grow. There's an organization called Stat Planet that's taken all of the World Bank data on education, health, nutrition, and in the education space they do very, very sophisticated country-level trend analysis, things that we would have never done with our own information they've done. But that's what, when we invited the world to work with us, we had immense pleasure in looking at the results. I think we've not been as good as we could have been in demonstrating results and in showing, in a sense, who does what where. I mean, it seems to me incredible, having come from a technology company like Google, that when you look on a map and we don't know where the government is working, where the Americans work, where the Europeans work, and where the World Bank works versus where children are dying. That seems to me like an unforgivable oversight. And so I think that people in Europe, people in the world deserve to know where are their resources going, and are they having an impact, are they having results. And now you've got platforms that not only allow us to show that information, but then to ask the end user, the beneficiary, the client's client, if you will, about, are teachers coming to school? Is there medicine in the clinic? What do they think of their healthcare service? You can actually ask the user themselves, because today there's a device which is more ubiquitous than almost any device in history, which is the mobile phone. And that's a device not only to listen but to speak. So if we can use it to listen to people's voices, then we can actually figure out how to do development better.